Hello, hello, and welcome. It's Friday. It is Friday, which is Dobbers Day here at Splattered Ink. We're glad you could join us. If you're in chat, make sure you say hi. It's going to be a fun day. It's our session 2. So before we go too far into it, let's everybody take a moment to introduce yourself. We'll go around, starting with Vatra.
Yeah. Hey, I'm Yelly playing the Goblin Bard Vatra, and he's either going to be the guy that has a good time and like makes rhymes or annoy the crap out of the party. Who knows?
Awesome. All right, you're next, Tuck.
My name's Mike. I'm playing Tuck, and Tuck's a guy that lives out in the woods kind of by himself and on his sister's farm. And he's getting all mixed up in this stuff, and he's not really sure what's going on. He's a dauber, and he's a sneaky little dauber.
All right, very good. Tina.
Hi, I'm Danny. I play Tina, who's a Terran Dauber fighter, and Tina's a little bit sick right now because she was having too much fun squishing a pumpkin.
Yep, you've got a little case of the rot poison, which we'll find out more as we go. Pages.
Hi, I'm Jeff. I'm playing Pages, just a normal raccoon wizard who's uncertain about all of this, why he's hanging out with all these humanoids, and certainly about that old man that he met at the tavern, and why we're following along with what's going on with all of that. And not too keen on seeing humanoids kind of using animals in ways that he's not
not fond of.
Animal liberation now.
Yes. All right. And of course, I am Daryl T. Jones. I am Splattered Ink on the internet, so you can always search for that and find me. I'm an illustrator and D&D 5e creator, and the world of the Dobbers is my own. So we are getting ready to launch a Kickstarter in September. This campaign is kind of part of that, but will also be an ongoing campaign. So we're going to be here for the long haul. We're excited to be running this on Twitch. So before we get started, we will do a little bit of a recap. So when we last left our heroes, they had met each other at the Acorn Inn. They were meeting there, looking for a little bit of fun and adventure from the famed Pumpkin Fest that always happens at Oakden, but this year it was canceled. There is a mysterious disease that's been found in some of the local farms and things. The pumpkins were all rotten, so they couldn't have their usual fare, and everyone was terribly disappointed, as you would be. As they were hanging out in the Acorn Inn, being a little bit somber, and the other locals were there grumbling about the occurrences of the lack of festivities, a few rats bursted in just to cause some trouble. They were fended off by Beatrice, the inn's proprietor, and our heroes, which is one of the ways they began to interact with each other. Before long, another dauber came along named Adriel. He was complaining about his honey. He's a honey farmer. He was worried that his honey was infected, possibly, and also not coming out as good as it should be. So they spoke with him, and it turns out that one of his bees had gone rogue and actually followed him to town and started attacking people. It turns out the bees, more than just one bee, had gone kind of crazy and was attacking people. Our party fought them off, and through that decided that they needed to investigate further. They left town and started following the road south out of Oakden, where they came across a pile of mashed up pumpkin. They investigated it a little bit. Tina got a little too close, but they were able to determine that the rot poison was in it. And about that time, a fox being ridden by one of the Dobberton Guard came streaking by and then stopped to speak with them. Corvin, the Dobberton guard, was on his way to Oakden to also investigate more details about the rot before he reported back to the king. We pick it up there in the middle of their conversation with our adventurers and Corvin. Corvin says to the group, "I really must be going. Was there anything you had to add?"
Yeah, one thing I gotta add is I forgot to mention the beekeeper in town. He is actually infected with this rot. This is I think the first time we've noticed it being transposed to animals, or whatever the word is. I'm not a wordsy guy. Adriel is his name, so you might want to look into that information.
All right. And you say he's a beekeeper?
Yeah, he's a beekeeper. His bees were the ones with the rot.
Oh my. Okay, so what you've discovered then is you think that some of this decay that's been found in the farms is actually spreading to other living creatures, not just plants.
Correct. Yes.
Oh, all right. Well, I'll definitely have to look into that, I suppose. And what about you, young lady? You seem a little green about the face. Are you feeling okay? I mean, you did just puke all over as I was writing up.
I am very nauseous. Yes, I don't feel too good. Might have been something I ate. Maybe that milk and that meat I had earlier.
You had mead, which
With
is made
milk,
of honey.
Oh. Yes.
Yes. Oh dear. Okay. Well,
Could also be her seeing you mistreat this fox.
he pats his fox. Oh, I think you're misunderstanding. I am taking very good care of this fox. He loves to run, and I give him an opportunity to run in ways that he would never get to run if he was not in my service.
Have you asked him?
I'm sure there's some kind of agreement, Pages.
I think he's under contract, Pages. I mean, the fox can, it gets running back and forth, and tell you what, he probably eats better than any of us.
That's very true.
I mean, as an entertainer and traveling myself, depending on where I go, probably doesn't help that I travel in the woods a lot, but probably does.
The fox kind of makes a little fox like chirping noise. Chirp, chirp, chirp. He seems happy.
See, Pages, that's what the fox says. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, I'm going to head out. You guys be careful, and if you are really sick, then don't transmit it to anyone else. Be careful, and and he takes off down the road. The fox, the fur just gracefully bounding along. And if I could get someone to roll perception.
Take a look around.
I'm still vomiting.
Okay.
Dang, 15, that's pretty decent.
That is good.
For level 1, I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Nice.
So as you guys watch Corvin and his fox depart, is there anything that you guys are planning to do next, or discussion, or what's your next actions?
I'm going to look at Tina's eyelids and kind of, it'll be like, something's wrong out there. I got some herbs in my pocket that might be able to help with this in my satchel, and I'm going to pull out my healer's kit, or not my healer's kit, my herbalism kit, and see if I can use that to fight some toxin.
Okay. So,
I am proficient.
What's that?
I am proficient in it.
Okay. Well, your herbalism kit has just what you might expect. It has various herbs and maybe a mortar and pestle, some cups, and you could use water or another liquid out of your rations to kind of make up something. Are you trying to make something for her to drink, or something that's more like a poultice, or what do you?
Something for her to ingest. Yes.
Okay. All right. Give me a medicine roll.
Okay. Just straight medicine,
Yes.
right? Okay. Oh, it's almost 18.
Eight.
All right.
8 on the medicine.
Yep. All right. So, you guys are watching him.
Ooh,
Kind
I
of.
use my inspiration.
You can use that. Yeah. Which gives you another
What
roll.
Just straight up another roll.
Yep. And just let you roll again.
Sweet. Oh, come on.
All right.
5.
Eve.
Lower.
5.
5.
So
guys,
he's
I really
about
want
to give this drink kind of potion to Tina, and he's like, you know what? It doesn't have the right consistency. He dumps it out and makes a new one, and it's just the same.
I drink it and then instantly vomit.
Right. I will note though, you aren't vomiting because of the drink. You just happen to still be sick.
Yes.
But, honestly, though, it still does give you a little bit of a soothing, after you have a chance to let it sink in. It does soothe you a little bit. It's not his fault he couldn't get the ingredients to mix right. They're still good ingredients.
Mhm.
So,
Just bad effort.
bad effort. You're trying to, you're holding up one knee and pressing the mortar and pestle into it while balancing, and, it's just... What, do you guys do anything while that's going on? Vatra and Pages?
Yeah. I imagine Batra's off to the side. It's like he's writing probably down the events that was going on. It's like, maybe not keep this part of the story for storytelling. No one wants to hear about a woman vomiting on the side of the road. But this is very problematic.
And I'm just snarling where the guy rode off on the fox, just in his general direction.
Just 5 minutes staring off into the distance.
Yeah.
You're like the Batman of raccoons. You're brooding. Not
brooding, snarling.
Snarling. Okay.
Key difference.
Can you
There's
lower
the
your
difference.
voice? Like Batman?
Yes.
No.
Alrighty. So after you look up Tuck from the Tina getting sick again, you actually catch out of the corner of your eye a shadow moving in the woods.
Guys, hey, check out this poultice, guys. I'm going to pretend to keep doing more herbalism.
Mhm.
There's some in the woods coming to us, coming creeping around. I don't know who it is, but I just caught him out of the corner of my eye. Everybody, keep your heads up.
Okay.
Peer into the woods.
Okay.
See what should I roll for that?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and get a roll. See how.
Yeah. Batra's gonna keep his drum close to him. Just
Okay.
I rolled a wonderful 10.
10.
oh
Awesome.
boy.
I'm still pretty mad at
Right.
that guy riding a fox, so that's where most of my attention is.
For sure.
So I'm like, yeah, guy in the woods. But
Yeah.
what if he comes back?
Right.
Right. And just for note, hello. Thank you for the follow, Death the Charity Board Gamer. So this is sort of to the west. So you've been kind of going south, and this is to the west side of the road. Thank you again for another follow. That's 2 of the 5 we need for our first goal today. But yeah, so when you look, Pages, you do see some movement out there, but you're, like you said, you're kind of distracted. It could have just as easily been a squirrel as anything else.
Are good eating though.
Squirrels are good eating.
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to repeat the roll, but can I focus in to where he is?
Yeah.
Or
So
where
as you
it is?
Yes, as you continue to look, you can see that there's a particular tree, and there's a bit of a shadow around the base of the tree that allows you to see. There's clearly a humanoid there, but that's all you can see, just because the shadows and everything, he's not moving. He's realized, he or she, or it, or whatever, has realized that you're watching.
Okay, I'm gonna slowly take the bow off my back and knock an arrow and just say, "Hey, you there? What's your business?"
The shadow shifts a little bit and now is fully behind the trunk of the tree. It's subtle enough that, you know, you can tell they were just trying to pretend like they didn't hear you, you know, like it was just a coincidence or whatever. They weren't ever there in the first place.
Tina's like, we see you. Come out wherever you are. Behind that tree over there.
Alrighty. So now you hear the creature kind of break into a run away from you. He steps enough to the side, you know, around another tree trunk or something, and you see that it is Crag, the rat that you saw at Oakden, one of the two. And he's kind of running through the forest away from you.
That's right, buddy. See you later.
Tina runs after him.
All right, Tina runs after him.
Get back here, you dirty rat!
Batra's just kind of like, it's that rude roughing again. Wait, you're still not feeling well. Maybe running on a sick stomach is not a good idea.
I just shoot past everyone. Why are you spying on us?
He's just running. You can hear kind of some growling as you chase behind him. One of his hands drops to his waist, and he pulls up a small battle axe, and he's, you know, checking over his shoulder. Is anybody going with Tina?
I'm following, not maybe as fast, but just kind of in a protective way of Tina. I'm not interested in this bully rat folk.
Alrighty.
So much.
I'm
just keeping up with Tina.
and with like just a heavy sigh go. Should we?
I'm debating, small friend, but
Both side.
It seems like a Tina reaction stuff like that.
I'll start walking, but I mean literally just kind of walking like a teenager that like has been just told to take out the garbage.
That's awesome.
Tina's like off in the distance, like, my friends and I will catch you. Stop.
something tells me we're going to have to keep an eye on this person if she's going to travel with us. I don't want her to be too reckless.
Yeah. All right.
I get the sense we're gonna have to keep our eyes on all the Dobbers. They seem to lack the higher intelligence of the goblins and the awakened.
Tina, can you give me a nature or survival roll? With disadvantage, of course, because of your first level of exhaustion.
Cool. Was nature? Or
Yeah.
Oh,
Whichever one's higher. Yeah.
1, which is 8 for the first one. 16.
All right. So an 8 is what we'll go with, and so you're chasing after behind him as he's, jumping over rocks and around branches and things like that. You feel like you're able to keep up with him because you're just following his path. He's sort of forging the path through the forest. Then he just disappears, and you're like, he's like right there somewhere, but he hid and he just is gone. About then, Tuck, you sort of meander up behind Tina.
I'm breathing very heavily and like just cold sweating.
Yeah.
Tina, you don't look so good, but where'd this guy go? Where'd he run down some sort of hole or something?
I don't know. He just disappeared in front of me. I think he's hiding somewhere.
Okay.
I can't see him.
You can also roll if you want, Tuck.
Okay. Was that survival or nature?
Yeah, whichever is higher.
Neither is higher. So.
Okay. There's probably
We'll see.
the correct
there
one,
we go.
but I don't care. Ooh,
Ooh.
good.
Ooh, 17. Yeah.
Duck.
Yeah, so he is just up ahead, but he happened to, dive under a fern bush or something, and Tina lost sight of him.
So I'll like kind of do the hand motions of like cool special ops people
Uh-huh.
to Tina, and I'll be like, and so with the
You try to
for us to kind of go around
Like a ninja.
so you're trying to communicate
yeah,
stealthily, silently.
to surround this guy or to trap him, kind of.
Okay.
I'm gonna
And
look at
then-
Batra as we can see this as we're walking through the forest, and I'm just gonna say to her, "Are all Dobbers this stupid?"
I mean, I feel like we're forming cliques already within our little group.
Hold on. I'm not choosing between any of you. I mean, this one over here, one called Pages, for some reason hates mages and doesn't want foxes in cages. I was acting. I'm sorry, I rhyme sometimes. It just comes along with my storytelling, and it's nothing against you, small friend, but we all have our flaws.
Okay, I hope someone clips that. All right. Right, so you guys, as Tuck is hand waving, you guys are starting to come up behind them. So what do you actually do now? And are you going to do it stealthily? And
Yes.
then
I'm
what?
sorry. Stealthily kind of try to hopefully Tina goes one way, I'll go the other. Stealthily, I'm going to have my bow very quick to
Ignore that.
Okay.
oh, dear God. Oh, anyways, quick to shoot, and I'm just going to try to get up to him to a point where he can't move without us doing something to him.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. So roll stealth then, whoever is moving.
Okay. Let's see how this goes.
Oh, crud.
I'm also gonna. Oh, okay.
Nice.
So 19 for Vatra and 23 for Tuck. Dang.
I'm also moving. Let me get back
Yes.
to my feet.
Better
And a
safe than
6 for
sorry.
the perception of the rat.
Nice.
Wow.
Am I rolling stealth too?
If you're moving and trying to be quiet, I mean, I suppose you can move without being quiet. That's up to you.
I'll try to move while being quiet.
For
That would be
once in life,
stealth.
just silent.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh, it's
Oh no.
a 6. Alrighty, so
Stop moving.
So 3 of you are fanning out around this rat that's tucked down underneath a large fern leaf, kind of up against the trunk of a tree. And you can see his shifty little eyes trying to follow you, and 3 of you, he loses sight of, and then Tina takes a step, and he locks eyes with her, and then just takes off running again.
Oh, shoot.
Can I grab him as he jumps out? Am I close enough?
You can try.
I'd like to
Roll
grab-
a grapple attempt, which is athletics or straight strength.
I have an 8. I forgot. I am not athletic.
Did you
Oh,
roll?
dear.
A 0.
Oh, there it is.
That one.
Ah,
Woohoo!
And that
I guess
one
I'll
minus
roll to see
1.
if he can roll a nat 0 also.
Beautiful.
Oh, I just typed
my
20
God.
plus 3. That's not a roll.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I was like,
I was like,
I mean-
wait a minute, where's the actual data?
There we go, 13. So,
Okay.
all right. So you kind of lunge after him and basically just fall down. You might have grabbed a hold of one of his legs, but you hit the ground like after he was already out of that space. And he bursts into a clearing that you guys also arrive in. I just have to move this over here. Poof.
In my best Admiral Akbar voice. Extra trap.
It's a trap. So if you guys are on the map now, you'll have to go all the way down to the bottom because it always
Okay.
loads up in that top corner, which is just going to be darkness for you.
Okay, there we are.
As you press through some of the branches of trees, the brush, the shrubberies, the large fern bushes and stuff, you come to a clump of mushrooms that sort of circle out in front of you. They're pretty large, larger than most mushrooms, but you're not at this time assuming there's anything weird about them. Beyond them, you can see pumpkins, and the ground is oddly dark, even through the grass of this kind of fall season. You can see cracks of black spreading out within the mud and the dirt. As you look further, you can see a small road. This is probably one that branched off of the main road you were on. You've clearly gotten kind of to the farmland, and even though you were heading towards the bee farm, this whole area is covered with little farms, and you just happen to stumble upon one chasing this rat. What you see before you is what you can see there on the map. Any questions or anything else before we...
So no, we don't see the rat, correct?
You do not see him at this time, but you can't imagine that he's gone far.
Okay. Could I just generally look for, beyond your description, for any other threats or things in waiting? Or I'm just worried that Tuck's worried this is some sort of trap.
Sure, give me a perception roll.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Seems
Ooh,
safe.
8.
Yeah, so what you see is pumpkins and mushrooms and grass and dirt and tree trunks. Nothing.
Good guys.
Yeah, you still see what you see. There's some like grain, across the road here, and Lynn Rose. Yeah, more mushrooms. Oh, I should change the scene on Roll20. There we go.
I'm gonna jump down onto all fours and try to track the rats like tracks.
Okay, roll survival.
And I get advantage because I'm a raccoon, if I'm correct. On
Yes.
all survival rolls.
Nice.
Andy.
So that is a
17 it is.
17.
Nice.
So yeah, there's some clear evidence of the foliage around here where there's like a bent, fern leaf that's kind of been bent down unnaturally. He is just on the other side of the mushrooms that are in front of you, and he's just out of sight. Similar to before, where he was behind the tree trunk and he was just out of sight. So he's right there.
I'm gonna whisper, "He's behind the mushrooms. Tina, go get him."
Okay. So I do what Pages tells me to do.
Which was what? Go get him or don't get him? I didn't hear.
I said, "Go get him."
Oh, okay.
Yes. Okay, Pages, and then shoot, where he points or whatever.
I just like to get in a position that's cutting, supporting her.
All right. Well, here, if you can see my ping on the map, is the mushrooms, and he's behind this dark spot that you see here. Yep. Tuck just pinged there, too, it looks like.
Okay.
And there he is.
Oh, God.
He
Sorry,
turns.
I was
Roll
waiting for
initiative.
Tina. Oh, sorry, Tina. I was just trying to get in position.
If Tina would like to move up there and initiate the initiative, we can reinitiate the initiative.
Okay.
There you go, Tina.
Cool. That's cool.
Sorry,
But
I
yeah, so...
apologize.
don't.
Oh, God.
So click your character and roll initiative.
7.
Oh man.
Tuck.
Well, at least Tuck got an 18.
Paige has got a
nice one,
21.
I
Paige.
need a.
Oh.
And we just need
hang on.
Vatra.
I got a 13.
Very good. Everybody's before Tina.
Poor Tina.
Wait, that's not what I meant to say. All right. Well, Pages, you are first. You know where the rat is, and that Tina is right up next to him.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I will move in a position to help. Reluctantly. So Is any of this counting as difficult or anything? Any of this terrain?
It is not difficult terrain in this path area. When you try to cross through the rows of pumpkins or the rows of any of the stuff, then yes.
Okay, but I can get to like here.
Yeah.
And then I would have a shot. I will fling I will start with my little claws, saying some words and muttering and spraying. That's I'm on range for that. Let's see. And I'm going to throw an acid splash at him. Didn't show his full description. Okay, so it's
to hit.
Okay.
All right. So as you hurl your bauble of acid, you miss. Within 5 feet, must make a dexterity saving throw. All right, we can do that.
Say I missed.
Yeah.
Okay, so he dodged out of the way of my ball.
Yeah, it's not an attack, it's a save.
Oh, I thought I read that wrong. I read the DC 12 as your roll to hit, but it's not. So it's all just a save. Never mind. I'll do the save.
He rolls a dex save.
He missed. He failed.
Okay, so he takes 3 acid damage.
All right.
I keep forgetting to do this. He rolled a 6.
He rolled a 6. That's right.
It was 12.
All right.
Oh,
So
yeah.
so he takes the 3 acid damage. Does he take that every turn then?
No.
Okay.
He
I
just
am
takes
thinking
3 acid
of
damage.
Tosh's hideous
Yeah, you're
brew.
thinking this is just a cantrip.
Okay. All right. So splash. He takes that. Tuck, you're next.
Guys, what are we doing? Are we doing lethal, or are we just trying to talk to him? That's my questions to everybody.
I splashed him with acid.
I realize that. So
What's his name again?
Craig.
I only fight unless it is self-defense, sir.
Is this self-defense?
I don't really
Instance.
have non-lethal.
Only a killer.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
I will, I guess, use lethal damage to try to. I know it's not a real thing, but for flavor, I'm going to shoot at his leg to kind of
Very
cripple.
good. All right. Yep.
Try to pin him down. So
Roll to hit.
let's see here. We'll roll the hit. Oh my god.
Oh, a nat 1 again, but it's a
Oh.
6. Oh boy.
Oh my. Well,
Oh no.
as you bring your bow up to fire, you've got to be hitting. The string snaps and your bow is disabled.
Oh my god.
No.
You'll have to.
I got a couple spare bow strings. That's what we do. But ding dang it.
Ding dang it. Yep. All right. The rat growls as he sees all of you have caught up to him. And he turns to you, Tina. I said he pulled out a short axe before I meant a scimitar. But you were the one chasing him from the start. So he swings his scimitar and rolls a 6, which is a very bad roll.
Level 1.
Does not hit.
He then lunges toward you to bite.
Oh,
Multi-attack.
And hits the 23.
that hits.
Oh dear.
Why is this thing rolling? Okay. 3 piercing damage as he bites into your shoulder.
Ah!
Rawr. Stupid Dobbers. Vatra.
Guys, we're doing lethal.
Ah.
It's official.
It's official.
All right, my good sir. That is very impolite. And he's going to, let me just make sure. Yeah, I think, just double checking the feet here.
Yep.
I don't think he'd be able to get there.
You trying to
know
get there
what?
to
We're gonna
do
go ahead.
melee?
Yeah. I don't know if I can get up next to Tina and still be there and within reach of him. It's like 10 feet. I think he has to be in 5 feet of me because the movement's only 20, so.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Instead, he's going to use his one spell slot to get the Dissonant Whispers. He kind of like starts to get like this, like deep, like hum going on in his throat. And so I need him to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, those are the best for these rats.
Yep, DC 12.
Gonna mess him up.
Ooh!
Ooh,
He rolled a nat 1.
awesome. So that
So
means he will take 3d6. That puts
Nice.
it at 9 total. Yep, psych damage.
9, and then, isn't there like a side effect on that too?
Creature doesn't move. It's obviously being
Far away.
It moves as far away as its speed allows.
Oh,
away
it runs from you, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So he grabs his head as the psychic damage sinks in, and he growls in a kind of a high pitched whine, fueled by fear and anger. Tina, it's your turn.
Alright, first, I'm gonna use a bonus action, Second Wind, to regain some HP.
Nice.
Good idea.
I need to roll 1d10. That's my second wind. Ah. Alright, how do I roll 1d10?
Oh, you don't. Yeah, you can just click on the little die icon on the bar that's hanging down on the left-hand side. There's a D20. You can hover over that and then go to the D10 and click on it.
Cool.
You can also type it in, which is R/D10. There's all sorts of things.
3 plus 1, so 4.
Yep. So you got 4 back. There you go.
Yay!
And that's a bonus action, so you get your regular action.
Alright, Craig hasn't run away yet, right?
Right.
He's just still in front of me. Okay.
Right.
Alright, Krug. You ready to talk? Why were you looking at us? Why are you spying on us?
He says, I must kill you.
Why? I'm yelling at him because I don't think he hears me.
No,
Why?
the dissonant whispers are driving him mad. He can't respond coherently, and he doesn't want to because he's mean. He's not a nice boy.
Alright, then, I'm gonna attack, but it's not gonna be lethal.
Alright. Roll to hit. What are you attacking with? Your axe?
Yes.
Okay.
Click.
Nice.
19.
19.
Sweet.
Disadvantage.
Oh, shoot!
Oh, just so
Oh.
15 still hits.
Oh,
Alrighty.
man.
So you want to intentionally not kill him if you can. So I guess roll damage and so you just click on Great Axe, the words in the chat
word.
bar.
There you go.
Nope. So go to chat, not in your character sheet,
Oh,
and just click on
Yeah.
the where you rolled. So you can just click on the Great Axe. There you
got
go.
it.
Yep.
7. Okay, so as you cut into him, you cut like deep into his abdomen area. He's got kind of like a light leather armor on. You just cut right through it, and blood is spilling out. You can tell that he's on his very last, hit point. To be literal about it. And it's Tuck's turn.
Okay, so Tux
You just kidding me?
drops his.
Tuck what?
Oh yeah, it's Paige's turn. Sorry.
Oh, it is
I was
Paige's
higher in the
turn.
order than.
I am sorry.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be the one to kill
Okay.
him. I'll wait for Tuck if Tuck's going to be the one to kill him.
I mean,
It's up to
you
you.
want me to go first? Okay, I'm gonna throw a dagger because of my. No, I'm just gonna run up with my short sword. I have enough movement. I'm gonna run up
Awesome.
with my short sword and bonk him on the head because I imagine he's losing blood fast, and I just want to knock him unconscious.
Yep. Roll to hit.
17. Woo!
Nice.
All right. Ignore the sneak attack damage unless he. No, I wasn't hidden.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
You do
It's
have an
gonna roll-
ally within 5 feet, though.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I do. Okay. Well, 8 damage.
Okay. So tell me how you want to finish this. Finish him.
So I come up to him and I see Tina just slashed into him, and I'm like, "We need to ask questions." And so I just take the flat of my rapier and I just go bonk right on the head, and I'm like, "All right," and hopefully he goes down, and I'll be like, "Go down."
All right.
Quietly.
All right. So you baff him in the head, and you somehow manage to just do the exact amount of damage to knock him to true 0, and he collapses in a heap, and we are out of initiative for the moment.
I said I'd let you go if you were the one to kill him,
Well,
not the
we
one
need
to
some answers
knock him on the
first.
head.
I mean, you could still kill him. I mean, we need some answers first.
Yeah, we can kill him after. I mean, that's what you want, Pages.
Pages, there's
He
going to
said
be
he was
more of
going
them.
to kill us.
I heard he had a friend.
Well, he wanted to kill us.
We do. Knowing why might be an idea. I mean,
That eye roll was so loud. Keep that to yourself, Pages.
I'm going to start hog-tying him while we have this discussion.
All right. Give me a survival roll for how good your knots are. Your Boy Scout roll here.
Shot of a biscuit. Can I have advantage since he's,
Sure. Yeah. That's
thanks,
fine.
man.
I think it's another
Alrighty. That second knot's a little better.
Yeah.
So now
from
what?
a 6 to a
You've
12.
got a passed out, tied up rat.
All right, now how do we wake him up?
It's up to you guys. Wait, what? Did I see something move?
I don't know. Did you?
I kind of did on the screen.
Yeah.
I'm moving.
This thing.
Yeah. It's a big mushroom. It's a little clump of mushrooms.
Am I going crazy or did I see that thing move? Can I roll perception?
Yes, you can. Yes, it moved.
Oh God, guys, there's mushrooms moving. I'm gonna grab a bowstring and start stringing my bow.
How much cider did you have back at the inn?
The page is it's right in front of you, literally, and I will shoot at it.
All right.
Shoot at a moving mushroom. There's no diplomacy with a moving mushroom.
There's no- As you guys focus in on it, you see something that looks kind of like that.
Ah!
He's shaped like a friend. Oh, 21.
Yep, 21 hits. Roll that damage.
Almost looks cute, but I'm gonna hit him anyways.
It's like, sorry, we can't be
Yeah.
friends.
9
Dang.
points.
9.
So I did the sneak attack. I mean, unless he knows where I am, so just 9 points.
All right. Sorry, my internet's a little bit slow today. Very good. Okay, you hit him for 9. Hello. Thanks for the follow. And he jumps forward at you now, and I guess we will continue our combat.
We got a subscription.
I was a follower. Yeah. Thank you for the follow.
Nice.
I need to get the battle music going again.
It's like, thank you for a follow and welcome to me murdering the players. With a mushroom man.
Here comes the Mushroom Man. Do you know the Mushroom Man? So after Tuck is the rat who's tied up, and then Vatra.
Oh. Oh, Vatra is going to go ahead and while he's standing there after like Tuck says, he's going to cast a cantrip on himself. It's Blade Ward, and it's kind of like Tina, who's like the nearest to him, like sees him kind of like make like this insignia in the air that kind of looks like a sword that matches what he already has on him, and then like traces it through like a drum to protect himself with it, which that'll give resistance to against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage dealt by weapon attacks.
All right.
Yeah, and then as the bonus, he can give, I think I have one more of these. Yeah, he will give Tina Bardic Inspiration since she's nearby. So that'll be a D6 for you, Tina.
Yay!
All right. So you have Bardic Inspiration, Tina. Tuck, you have a nat 20 on your next attack. That was a subscription. I thought that was a follow. I have the same sound notification, and I missed it. Thank you so much, Mike, for that. Awesome.
Thank you. Appreciate that, Mike.
So, Blade Ward, you have resistance against bludgeoning. Okay, you said that, and I was just typing and reading at the same time. So you're set, and Tina has that, which then takes us to the Mushroom Man. He moves forward, and he can get, well, he'll just get right up to here, and he is going to, as he kind of lumbers forward, his steps are long, and he spans a greater distance than he looks like he should be able to, but he comes right up to you, Pages, with Tuck right behind him, and you see a faint cloud poof out from under his mushroom cap.
Oh.
The Pages.
So, Pages and Tuck and the rat, which he's already unconscious, needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh, that is a 3.
Oh,
All
dear.
An 11.
Alrighty. You both fall asleep.
And
for
if
2 rounds.
You took 2 damage too, is that correct?
No, that's the number of rounds.
Ah.
Wait a minute. Oh, God, I usually play elves, and I was like, wait a minute. I'm resistant.
Not this time. So yeah, the cloud just gets into your lungs, and you're like, oh God, and poof, you're down. So then that takes us to Tina. You have your Bardic Inspiration now.
Sweet. How do I measure the distance on here?
Well, you can click. There's a little kind of a weird ruler with a
Circle, yeah.
circle
It's like
thing.
the fourth
can-
thing there, yeah. You should be able to do this.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
So
there
like
you go.
he's 15 feet from you, the mushroom.
Okay. Oh no. There we go.
And your friends are asleep.
Okay.
Ew.
What's next?
The rogue has narcolepsy. Yes, I'm afraid he does.
Oh, man.
I think I'm gonna go over to Pages as he's sleeping and like pick him up and start slapping him in the face to wake him up, so he gets a help action on his turn.
Oh, cool.
Get up, Pages! And Tina isn't worrying about that. She might be kind of petting him right now.
He's gonna be real happy when he wakes up.
All right. So yeah, I mean, if you go and take your action to wake him up, then you can wake him up. You wake up.
Okay.
So it's not like a magic sleep in the way that like it takes more effort than that. I mean, you wake him up.
Okay.
But your loss is that you don't get to attack. So okay, so Pages, you're up.
Woohoo!
Which it's your turn. So good timing.
Yeah. I'm awake. And I see this weird mushroom thing right in front of me, so I'm going to point at it, mutter a few words in a language no one else understands.
Very good.
And let's see. What is this on?
Hey, Pages, you know
There we
how
go.
you woke up? I woke you up.
Thank you.
It's like you've been awakened twice.
Wow.
It's so nice.
The mushroom has to make a Constitution save.
We can do that.
The mushroom. You made a con save. Pages. No, you.
Everyone, it's a 5.
All right, it takes 12 poison damage.
Oh,
Wow, did it already take damage from the arrow? From
Yeah. A 9 on the arrow.
Yeah, that's right. So the mushroom, as the poison kind of splashes over it, and you can see it kind of burn into its skin. And if you know, like a typical white fleshy mushroom, you know, it's like, I don't know, a weird tofu like material on the inside, and it just sort of crumbles in sort of a nasty ball of yuckiness,
Ew.
globulous and dead before you.
Hooray!
Good job. And if you guys hang out here until Tuck wakes up, that's fine. Or if you wake him up, that's fine. But I'm going to assume
alright, I
he's
wake
awake.
him up.
All
I'm
right.
just gonna slap him in the face. Alright. I'm gonna slap Crag in the face to wake him up.
Okay.
Just everybody slaps around.
All right. So as
It
a
might be a
note,
little harder to wake up the rat that was.
he's
moving
unconscious, not asleep. Right. So there's a little difference.
Hey!
You might just be making that worse, I'll say, as you're slapping
Doing it a little
The
too
rat.
hard.
who has suffered head trauma.
Yeah.
I'm keeping an eye out all around, by the way,
All right.
while this goes on.
Vatra is also kind of looking around now at this point too. It's just like, this is not what I signed up for. Oh my goodness.
Well, what do we do
Can I
with
do a
Crag now?
medicine check
All right.
on the rat to see if he's even going to survive his wounds tied up long enough to
To interrogate, basically.
interrogate?
He's just bleeding from the abdomen.
Right, he's bleeding from the abdomen. So yeah, if you roll medicine, you can wake him up, and he'll be at 1 HP. If you don't, he will bleed out. But you sort of have time to do that.
Oh, I just wanted to know if he would even survive. I didn't want to try to. This is there. I have no interest in waking him up.
Okay, well, without doing anything, he will not survive. Poison or mushrooms are not poison resistance in the Dobberverse, at least not that type of poison spray. For someone who asked, and Vatra, you need to roll a perception. You said you were looking around also.
Yes. Let's see what it'll be.
As you look around, Tuck, you're already kind of tuned into this. You can see that there are a lot of large mushrooms in this field and around this area, and it's really hard to tell which ones are just mushrooms that are growing there and which ones are potentially of the animated sort. But you notice this guy right here, up right dead center in the path up here. You know, he steps forward once.
Oh, Guys, we got
Vatra,
another one.
Yeah, I
over
got
here
19.
to
Oh,
your right, you see a big old giant spider.
Oh, there's a big insect fellow up there. Well, I don't remember. I'm not an animal, insect, whatever person. But beware that giant spider up ahead of you there, Tuck.
Yeah, thank you. Guys, we've got another mushroom incoming. I say we skedaddle. Forget the rat. I mean, honestly, we're going to be fighting these things all day. We got to tell someone about this.
So you just want to leave the rat to bleed out.
I mean,
I know.
you haven't woke him up yet, so I think he already probably is.
So
Can,
what?
He's
can
on
I
his
do a
way.
medicine check to try to get him up?
Sure. With disadvantage because you're exhausted.
Mm-hmm. Oh, whoa.
Aww.
Oh, no. Oh,
You've
no.
got a nat 20 that's
Or a
undone.
The 6.
Yeah, so you kind of lift his head and you're trying to make sure his airways open, and he just starts squabbling up blood and he expires.
Oh, he's done, you guys. Let's get out of here.
Yep.
This was a bad idea. I'm sorry.
Vatra, you have a very kind of distinct moment of realization. You smell a faint smoke in the air. This is part of your perception roll earlier, 19. But it has kind of a sweet, rotten tinge to it. Like rotten fruit or something like that. And you notice it's got the same smell, as disgusting as it may be, as Tina's vomit.
Ooh.
It's definitely, there's a source of this smoke coming from the north of where you guys are.
I smell smoke off in the distance there, and not to be too weird, but there's no other explanation other than the fact that it smelled like the continents of which came out of our friend there. Like, he doesn't want to say vomit or any of that, but he's just like
Throw up?
Yeah.
there you have it.
Well, this is a pumpkin farm, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
We're
pumpkins.
told.
So we're just investigating slightly out of the order that we wanted to investigate.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's
So I don't see why we should flee.
because 2 of us went to sleep on magic mushroom powder.
That was a minor inconvenience.
Okay.
And now all we have is just odd smoke that smells of whatever, and a spider up ahead there, just past Tuck, lurking.
Another of these mushroom things.
Should
But
we just
I will
we
shoot.
can behave with a degree of tactics.
go around and just head towards what
Perhaps we'll-
Vatra smells?
I mean,
I think we should probably eliminate the threats as we spot them, rather than letting them group up on us.
okay. I'd like to hide then.
All
That
right.
is okay.
Roll still.
Yes.
I'm gonna hide over here-ish.
Perhaps we should have a field general, like Vatra. You're an experienced
Boom,
I mean,
boom.
tactician, correct?
Traveled a long time as a performer, but perhaps trying to maybe get around the obstacles first and maybe dealing with them after as we go. I'm not entirely sure if that'll be a useful plan, but we could always try.
And these creatures could be native to the land here. They're just hanging out, minding their own business, acting
Well-
like creatures.
I mean,
Like snacks.
I'd know if these guys were abnormal, right? Based on how much time I spend outside.
Oh, sure. Give us a nature. Yeah, we'll roll nature. Yeah.
14.
You've never seen anything like these mushrooms. Even the ones that are not walking about don't seem quite natural. You're not going to chop these down and put them into a stew. without some major digestive risk. Yeah, they're definitely kind of magical distortions of nature. I'll give you that much.
I'd like to shoot at the guy coming at us.
Okay.
Just while we're talking.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just gonna be shooting.
Okay, yeah, that first one hits. Roll damage.
Okay. 6. I'm not. You guys continue talking.
Yeah.
Just talk.
All right, so you shoot him. He's like, ooh. He doesn't actually sound like an ogre. He slowly kind of focuses in on you and then takes a big lumbering step to here. What do you guys do?
All right, Pages. I feel like you're guard dog, so I will do whatever you want me to.
Oh, probably time for you to attack that mushroom. I will throw some acid at it. I'm assuming mushrooms don't react well to acid.
Nope.
See how
What's your range on the acid? I guess you can move, though. I mean, you have...
range on the acid is 60 feet.
Oh, dude, okay. Yeah, you can easily get him.
And it is a dex save.
I don't see it in the thing. All right.
I haven't. There we go.
Okay. And a big, beautiful 3 is a fail.
So he takes 5 damage.
5 damage. The acid splashes on him and begins to burn in. His big, beady eyes look up at you, and a poof of spore clouds radiate from around him. Tina, what do you want to do?
I'm going to... Because he'll probably move, and I don't want to get put to sleep. So... Okay, I'll just move... Whoop. I'll just move in front of everybody. Which is, like, basically half my movement, and...
There's his spore cloud, so you can see it.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Spore cloud.
You can hold an action, or you hold your.
Yeah. I'll hold axe. I hold my great axe up and just get ready. I'm a protector.
So if it
Of
gets
my
within
master
range, that will trigger your attack.
Yeah.
Don't mix mushrooms and acid. I agree. What do you want to do, Tuck? Oh, you already fired and then you hid. Vatra, what do you want to do?
Is there a way to quickly see if, like, this rat had anything on his body? Like some kind of note or something?
Sure, you can search the body. That'll take an action.
Okay. That will be fine. So
Okay.
would that be investigation, maybe, or...
No, it's not
Okay.
like you have to have a special skill to strip him down and look at his stuff. He's a rat. You discover he's a male. He has a spear and a rapier. Both are not in great shape, but they get the job done. And he has a pouch with a few chunks of, like, silver ingots. Yeah, it must be the currency that the Rat Claw clan use. But you're not finding anything that really is like marching orders or other information like that. He's got some rations, which happens to be like partially rancid deer meat.
Good to know.
Good to know.
Then he's like, didn't find anything of use. Guess we'll just deal with this now.
All right. Oops. The mushroom now lumbers forward to the closest person, putting him in range of your swing. Tina, roll to hit. That'll hit. Except you have
23.
disadvantage.
23?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
freak!
Damn!
Forget about that. No!
Oh,
7.
that does not hit. And he swipes at you for an 8, which also misses. So we have a comedy of two big
7 followed
miss.
by an 8.
It's like You know those like those like Spanish dancers? It's like dancing fighting, and they act like they're fighting, but it's really dancing.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
like that. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, and he's the base of his like mushroom like body or whatever has that frilly, mushroom. I never mind. Tuck, it's your turn. Dancing with the mushrooms.
Celebrity
Heck
dancing
yeah.
with the mushrooms.
Oh.
He's
Okay,
about to
I'm
get
gonna-
eliminated, I think.
I'm gonna attack him. Yeah, I'm gonna use my short bow. I'm gonna shoot him. Okay. Does a little
That'll
bit,
hit.
Ooh, 17.
with the sneak attack damage.
With the sneak attack.
Oh man, bad rolls again.
6
Ah,
total.
man.
All right, the spear or the arrow goes right through like one of his weird pseudopod like arms, and it actually just falls off in a pile of mushroom spongy material, and but he does not fall, which takes us back to Pages, I think.
Yeah. Oh, this thing is really. Let's try something different. I'm gonna run up on it. And I'm gonna raccoon it. And
Oh,
by
that's right.
raccoon
Mike
it-
has a nat 20 he hasn't used yet, or Tuck does.
Oh, yes, thank you.
He'll save it for something more useful. This guy's
I'll use it on the. I'll declare I use it on the giant spider.
all right.
Just remind me.
Banking that crit. That's right. What were you doing?
I am
Pages.
going to claw attack it
You can do it. That'll hit.
16. Oh, yeah.
for 5 damage.
And tell me how you want to finish him.
So I just am like, I'm done with spells, and I just run up on all fours and just leap on it with my claws and just start going nuts on it.
Pages is acting like a raccoon.
Mushroom pieces just start flying everywhere.
That's hilarious.
That's great. I don't know why it
Um,
makes me think of Game Fruit Ninja for some reason, but with a raccoon on a
Right.
mushroom.
all right, and the mushroom falls in a heap of spongy mushroom pile. The spider, though, he's just hanging out over here in these leaves.
I don't
He-
think we should attack the spider if he isn't bothering us. We can just go head towards that smoke.
Can I roll a nature to know if like giant spiders or things that would exist in the forests?
Sure. Nice.
Nat 1 giving me 3.
That's great. That's super. This was one of those, in the DMG where it has the scale of difficulty. You just had to roll over a 5.
Right.
So
Can I
you've
help
never
you
even
when I
seen
already-
a spider before, nevertheless a giant one.
Yeah.
Why is there an 8-legged butterfly?
So these are horribly unnatural. Like, insects only have 6 legs. Like, there are no 8-legged creatures of any type. So this is obviously a magical abomination, and we must fight it.
Pages,
Yeah, Tuck,
I had
you're like,
spiders at my home.
No, that's a spider.
I'm like, Pages, I understand you just woke up, but that spider's okay. He won't mess with us if we don't mess with him.
Yeah, Dad, don't tell him about centipedes.
Oh no!
No! Because mine will get blue.
What is spider?
Yeah, spider. It's those things you walk through sometimes in the trees, and they get all over your face, and they're
You mean
wispy.
Moss?
They're called webs. Webs.
No.
No, no webs. Okay.
All right.
Can I? I don't know if we need like evidence of these mushroom dudes to show to somebody. So,
Ooh.
like I guess, can I investigate one of these guys and see if I pick them up, am I going to get infected?
You sure can.
Like,
Please proceed.
yep, totally can. Got a 5.
All right. Yeah, I mean this doesn't look anything. It doesn't look like anything different than just a little bit of like rotten wood. If you ever seen like driftwood and it gets really kind of white and flaky, kind of, it's what it feels like to you. You're not worried about picking it up at all.
Okay.
Well,
Safe
while
pick
he's
up,
doing
guys.
that,
Pick
I'm
up
going to start
pages.
walking over to this spider and get into range and shout, "Be gone, abomination!"
Tina walks next to Pages, pulls out a freaking centipede out of her bag because it's her pet that she grabbed before she left home. Pages,
Why do you have a
look at
centipede
this.
in your
What do
bag?
you think about this?
And I'm going to smash the centipede and eat it.
Tina! Oh my god.
That centipede had a name.
Yes.
Tuck sits down and just kind of collapses.
And then I'm also going to throw a acid. Or which one's the one that has, I think it's poison that can go 60 feet.
Okay. Yeah, do it.
At the spider.
Easy got a
Which is unnatural. No
dex
thing,
save
nothing
against
should ever
that then?
make.
Is he got a dex save for that?
That is the one with the dex save. Here, it should be popping up.
All right.
Oh yeah, this hits. This is gonna go great.
Pages, you're like a person who kills and has no home. That was my murder
So
hope.
yeah, it easily dances out of the way and then starts running towards you
22.
because like you
Oh,
attacked
dear.
it.
Yeah, because it's an unnatural abomination. It should not exist.
That's what you get for rolling a 1. You get into a fight that wasn't even
Yeah,
coming
if
at
I
you.
had hit, it would
Yeah.
have done a grand total of 1 acid damage. So either way,
Alrighty, it goes to bite you. It rolls a 22. Does that hit?
oh yeah, that hits.
Oh
Oh lord.
Take
no! I have a rack.
take 2
damage.
damage and then roll a Constitution. We roll Constitution saving throws a lot here on the Dobbers.
Right.
Duck's
Let's
leaning
see if
against
I
a tree.
remain conscious.
15 will do it.
I am
Ooh.
conscious.
Alrighty. So yeah, you do still take half as much damage on a save.
Okay,
So
that's, is
3.
that 3 or 4?
3. I'll round it down because
Okay.
you rolled a nat 1 already. All right, so there's a big spider on your raccoon friend's head. What are you guys going to do? I guess Tina, you're right next to him. You're with the guts of a centipede in your hands.
No, I ate it.
Oh, right, with
Yeah.
with the slobber of a
Pages ate
raccoon
Tina.
in your hand.
Oh,
And don't forget, you have disadvantage because you're still so tired you can't even hold up your axe.
Right.
Just, I guess you're like Jackie Chan, kind of just all over the place. Sorry.
Yeah.
oh my
Like
god.
probably-
a drunken master.
Yeah.
All right. Like Pages, stay still. I got this.
Which one do I swing at?
Oh no.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna aim for the spider with my great axe. So
Just telling you, a nat 1 will hit Pages. Oh, there's a 20. What's the? All right, you still hit. Good job.
sweet. All right. So damage 9.
9 damage. Nice. So that's enough to kill this guy.
Sweet.
Describe what happens when you swing at it.
So
Finish him.
when I swing at it, I know Pages looks very nervous right now because I'm just like, whoa, hold up, I'm seeing 2. And so I go to slice, I try to like slice its head off, like going down, but I think I'm going vertical and Pages should get hit, but actually my axe goes horizontal and I slice the spider completely in half, like
Nice.
the long way, I guess.
Right. So the spider just sort of falls in two pieces around Pages, the raccoon.
These unnatural beasts, they have quite a punch to them. You did good killing this abomination.
I hope it didn't have any babies.
If you guys don't mind, I'm gonna walk right up in front of Pages, squat down on my knee, and look at me right in the eyes and go, Pages, what would you do if I shot a raccoon that was minding its own business in the bush somewhere?
You don't want to know.
Tina backs up a little bit to avoid the conversation.
I go, Pages, you're smart enough to know that's what this spider was doing. He wasn't doing anything to hurt us. There are some animals in the woods, like raccoons, who just are living their life, trying to find food, trying to find shelter, trying to raise kids. That's what
this is not an animal.
Pages,
these don't exist in the forest.
You're smart. These do exist in the forest. I will show you someday.
They also exist underground too.
Yeah. So, just next time something's chilling and not doing anything to you, let's have a talk first.
Alrighty.
and I ruffle his little head.
Aww. He
Aw,
purrs
man.
whether he likes it or not.
I have to sneak in a pet, and Tuck goes over there and just like, good boy. No.
I claw at you both.
Batra, the only one
like
that
it more
knows
from
personal
Tina. Tina
space.
saved my life.
Sorry, Pages, I missed that handshake. Do you want me to come back? Was that a handshake
I'm
with your
gonna
claws?
snap at him with my claw with my.
Sharp, pointy teeth.
Yeah, Vetra, you know magic. Was there a happy awakening spell, or did he get like the grumpy one?
That I couldn't tell you. I know magic, but not that kind of magic. I don't think I'd be familiar with.
Okay.
I'm more of a musician, as I said, a storyteller.
Maybe we can just find him a therapist.
You kind of sounded like a therapist yourself, Tuck. Maybe you can help him out.
Yeah, maybe I could. But people have to be helped out if they want to be helped themselves.
I met a Dobber who wanted to
Exactly.
help me out. Trust me. I don't need any more of that.
Okay, well, no killing things that are just minding their own business.
And how about maybe just not so much touchy-feely? I think that might be another thing that Pages here doesn't seem too fond of, unless I'm wrong.
Nah, don't worry. I'm going to ask about his backstory later.
So,
Backstory time.
one of these mushroom dudes fit in my satchel?
No, they're too big. But you
Okay.
can get chunks.
Oh, I don't want chunks. I'm not gonna dismember a mushroom dude.
No, he's already chunky.
I clawed him up good.
Yeah,
there's like
pieces
little-
of him all over the place.
Little cottage
Yeah.
cheese chunks of mushroom all over the place.
Okay.
He's totally he's large curd though. I mean,
I'll get an evidence bag out.
Don't forget to wear gloves.
Oh yeah, my gloves on,
Yeah.
and I'll take my sunglasses off and go.
You gotta say that one line.
so you've got two walking fungus, laying in parts all around you. One's melted, one's torn to pieces. You've got the dead ratkin, you've got a giant spider, and, various kind of rotten, various stages of rot pumpkins growing around you. What are you guys going to do next? You've got the smell of kind of rot smoke coming from the north.
Maybe we should go investigate that rot smoke.
Yeah, I agree.
All
I'm gonna
right.
gather up all my arrows that I can find.
That's good.
Do we see any? Can I look around for any smoke, like any visible smoke?
Yeah. When you look to the north, you can see that there's like a large tree that's down, fallen. I don't know if you can see where I'm pinging, but it's way up here.
Okay.
And I mean, you can tell that the smoke's somewhere behind it, but you can't see the ground past it, so you're not really sure what its true origin is. It's just you think it's somewhere on the other side of that.
All right.
Let's head out, I guess.
Yeah.
So you guys can move your tokens. Just don't move more than like 4 squares without give just a small pause, so I can at least interrupt if I need to.
And I do remember I have a nat 20.
Yep, you've got a nat 20. 3 of you still have 1 inspiration left too. Somebody, I think Tina used yours, right?
I used mine.
I did not use mine because I forgot. But I do also have Bardic's inspiration too still.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. I'll use it when I need it. Which is probably soon anyway.
I think it's going to be soon.
Yeah.
As you
I'm
guys,
pretty hurt after fighting that abomination.
Yes.
Yes.
as you guys continue to move through the underbrush here, large clumps of ferns are to your left and right, and you come to a bit of a road. This appears to be some sort of a farming trail. You can see rough tracks in the earth from carts and other, moving, vehicles or whatever. And of course, you still see more mushrooms, and you see more pumpkins on the other side. A large tree trunk right here, in case you were curious what that shadow-causing thing is. These are big tree trunks.
Does the tree trunk look like it also has the rot?
No.
Okay. What about
I mean,
the
you can see these cracks in the ground. These are something unnatural, like they're just, it's almost like,
okay.
There's water that's sort of spread out in cracks, but it's dark, and you kind of have wondered if that's related to the rot. So, I mean, you kind of see that around, but the tree itself doesn't look like it's sick at this point.
Okay.
Can
I'm not stepping on those cracks.
Is this a break your mother back joke?
No,
Sorry.
it was like I want to avoid.
She's
whatever
already
the
learned her
pumpkin.
lesson. And
But that was hilarious. Yes.
Like, not again.
Yes.
Can I just look? I'm just looking around for sentient mushrooms. If you don't mind a perception check.
yeah, go ahead.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Wow.
nat 20.
That is a
Wow.
good roll.
Oh.
This mushroom right here is just a regular mushroom.
Okay.
So is this one across the road here. These over here beside you. You aren't seeing any of these moving around mushrooms until you kind of look all the way over here by the tree. You're a little suspicious about that guy. You're a little suspicious about some of these over here, way past this stuff. There's also a creepy looking frog right here.
Ooh. Pages. Remember what we said about animals in the woods. There's a frog up there. We're gonna see if he comes at us first before we do anything.
Of course.
Feel like
I
you're
mean-
here.
Would you like to roll a nature check to see if you know what a frog is?
Oh,
I've
no.
probably
no.
eaten frogs before.
No.
Like,
Honestly, a raccoon would eat a spider too.
I'm like, Pages, are you an actual animal that's lived in the forest before? Like, how do you not know?
You didn't have to
Roll
roll.
a 5.
But yeah, you know what a frog is. It's safe.
Bye.
I've eaten frogs.
Oh, nice.
Yes, so I've lived in the forest, but I was kept away from the forest for quite a long time.
Oh, this place is okay. Tell me more, Pages.
What's next, guys?
Well, I'm enjoying getting to know everyone and each other, but the sooner we get out of outside here, I'll be honest, this drum's not that heavy, but carrying it around is a bit
I would like to
much.
get to the bottom of what this smoke is. So why don't we get to these cracks, and one of you can touch them, lick them, do whatever it is you're planning on doing with them.
I'm just going over them.
Yep. I'm stepping in between them. I'm just looking down at the ground and just like, nope, don't want to break my mama's back.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to jump over where all the cracks are.
Okay.
I mean, I could pick you up, Pages.
No,
That's what I
you're
figured.
stepping on them.
Someone throw him over it.
Batra will kind of just like do the same, just like tippity doo.
Yeah. If you're careful to avoid them and you don't like lay down and do a snow angel on them, you're not going to get anything on you.
Which Tina would have probably done if she hadn't stepped on that pumpkin.
I guess at that point, a dirt angel.
Right.
Yeah.
Look at this strange looking mud, you guys.
Yes.
And due north is the smoke zone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's to the
Due
north.
maybe north. It may be even a little thicker, slightly to the west. But what you can see more clearly to the north here.
Okay.
I will
Between the-
proceed and not stop. I'm sorry.
All right. So it is
Yeah, we should
difficult.
just walk through the pumpkins.
I'm tiptoeing in between rot is what I'm trying to do.
Okay. All right. It is considered difficult terrain as you move through the pumpkin, so it slows you down a bit.
Okay.
As you step forward, I didn't even remember he was here, but there's a spider.
Oh, hello, Spider. How you doing?
Is
He's
he
just-
aggressive, Tug?
He's
Looks like
just
he's-
building a web in between two pumpkins and pumpkin leaves.
All right, I'll hold Paige's back.
Pages, leave it. This is what I say to my dog. Leave it.
Leave it.
Leave it,
Try to
Pages.
stay in between.
I pull on our
Oh boy, the frogs, the frogs,
The frog kind
unfriendly.
of.
Is he just yelling at me?
The frog sounds like it's been smoking a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is smoking a little bit. You actually see a little bit of kind of a haze around it. It reminds you of the same, the appearance of when the mushroom released its spores. It has a similar kind of haze around it.
So
Oh dear.
I'm gonna swing at this thing, knowing it's abnormal, and try to put it out of his misery.
All right. Roll to hit.
Just with my rapier.
Yep.
That's
Ooh.
definitely gonna hit.
No, an
Yeah.
8 doesn't
It's an
hit.
8.
It sort of just steps to the side a little bit. You strike the ground next to it, and then it lashes out with his tongue
Oh,
Ooh, sticky.
and
Oh.
misses also, rolling an 8 to hit.
can I hit it again?
If anybody else wants to join in, they can, or we can just let Tuck roll again.
Now we just sit back and watch. No,
All right. Roll to hit
Now
again.
Vashra will also see.
That's what I
What's-
get for telling these guys.
Yeah, I'm
this
gonna
is a-
pull out some little nuts that I keep in my pack and just start snacking on them while they have this little silly tongue versus rapier fight.
Yeah.
The 18 will definitely hit.
Okay. Ignore the sneak attack. 8 damage.
8
Nine
damage.
8 damage. 8 damage.
All right, you slice easily through this toad. Your rapier passes through it, striking the earth beneath it, and its innards kind of blubble out like this. But just as it sort of looks like it's just going to fall into a pile of weird purple goo, it explodes. Roll
Whoa.
a DC 14 saving throw.
Uh-oh.
I should have said DC 14. I should have said Constitution. But apparently it's a DC 14.
Oh, good.
Oops.
Thank God we stayed back here and watched.
Oh.
Pizza, pizza.
All right. You succeeded in the saving throw, and but you feel a terrible urge to vomit just well up in you, and you start to heave, but your Dobber resilience sort of fights it off, and you can see that the earth around this thing is starting to have those sort of black cracks spread out from it.
Oh.
Uh,
Interesting.
That wasn't cool, guys.
So yeah, you guys see this toad explode. Just it's like stepping on a slime bomb. It's one of those slime packs they used to put on clothes when if you were to try to steal them from Kohl's or something.
Yeah.
Oh God.
How do you know about this?
I've heard.
I look at
You're
Pages
right.
and I go, egg on my face.
Yeah, as some of it like drips off your nose.
Yeah,
That frog did step up to you, bro.
yeah. I kind of feel like I didn't represent very well of Dobbers versus frogs.
As long as you don't throw up like Tina there, I think we'll hopefully be able to continue onward. But that
Very
is
good show. It was highly entertaining. The rapier tongue fight could have lasted a little longer. Is this typically how Dobbers versus frog fights go?
I don't know, but remember the spider hit you pretty hard.
Yes, but that was an unnatural being. As we've all agreed, frogs exist.
Okay. What? Pages doesn't listen to us, you guys.
I'm going to get a leash for that raccoon.
This mushroom is, you can tell, a mushroom man, a walking fungus. He's just
Boy,
sort of
guys.
This one?
there, almost swaying back and forth a little bit like he's got palsy or something.
Can I see what this to the north is? What am I seeing here? Up here.
That is
That
a
looks-
deer skeleton.
Okay, so it's not like feeding it as a skeleton, right?
No,
dead.
it's just laying
On the
there in
ground.
the dirt and shadows and stuff.
Tuck is very freaked out at this point.
Okay.
This is what you've done to me, Daryl.
Very
You
good.
disturbed my character for life.
I rolled
So-
a 23 on a deer skeleton.
Are you shooting at it?
Was that? Yeah.
I'm sorry, I
what you
didn't
done to
understand
me.
that you were doing that. Yes, you nailed it. There's now an arrow sticking out of the dead deer that's laying there in the ground. But this mushroom then steps forward.
Damn it!
Yeah, I was thinking we go on a killing spree again, and then we investigate this skeleton.
Oh, my arrow just did that investigation for us.
I hope it didn't destroy any evidence.
All right, so
Investigating
these two
phone.
mushrooms now are turning their attention on you and coming to get you. So I'm going to roll initiative for them. You guys can
Okay.
participate if you like.
Please help me. Help me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how this one goes. Oh, an 8 and a 9 for Batra and Pages. That's great.
Oh,
Tina with the 0!
Now,
Oh
if
my
you
God.
roll a 0, do you go last, or technically you just go first next turn, right?
You go last.
You go
am
last.
I even in the fight? Like,
Yeah.
I think Tina's just asleep.
I'm dry heaving at this point. There's
Right.
nothing else in my stomach.
That-
She's dry
Wrong.
heaving. She's exhausted. She's just not having a good day.
Mm-mm.
All right,
should
Tuck.
make a
Well, you
short
are
rest
first,
for
though. You're freaking out. You're shooting skeletons, and
all right. What I can do.
so there's 3. I will tell you, this guy over here
Oh,
you
there's 3.
recognize because you had that nat 20 on perception or something
Yeah.
earlier, so you do see 3.
Okay. I'm going to just take a shot at good old closest guy.
All right.
Hopefully we don't get put to sleep and stuff. Oh no, I'm gonna use my crit.
Oh
Use
yeah,
my
yeah.
crit.
Yep. Use
Wait.
your crit.
Do I get
Yep.
sneak attack?
It doesn't it have to be within 5 feet of somebody, or is it you that have to be 5 feet?
Yeah. I don't know
Or
if
if he
I want
was,
to use.
if he had surprise or was hidden.
Yeah.
You definitely
I'm gonna
didn't
save-
have that because you shot the deer, which caused them to step forward. So they were trained on you
Okay.
before anybody else. Yeah.
Next turn when I have sneak attack, I'm gonna use my crit. Sorry, I'm I'll use my 23 to hit that I just rolled.
I could make you
Is that
roll
what-
again. No, go ahead. 23 is fine. Roll damage.
That an 8.
8. All right. So the arrow strikes into it, and it just sort of buries deep into the fleshy material of this kind of wavy mushroom cap. It
I'm gonna
takes
move.
2 lumbering steps forward and releases gas sleep spores. Give me
I
that
just moved
Constitution
with my
saving throw. Oh, wait. You moved backward.
Yes, I was using my movement during my turn.
You
I
can
know
do
these
that.
things.
You can do that.
I
It
know
was
these
so
things
funny.
now.
The mushroom stepped up, Tuck's like, no.
Whee!
Well, he was here, right? So he can get all the way to
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
So
Cool. I don't have to.
Cool.
so it's Tina and Pages that gets to roll.
Hooray!
Oh dear.
See if we fall asleep.
That's con save.
Yep.
Oh no, Pages.
I'm asleep.
Pages.
Oh, do I have disadvantage?
You're asleep for 4 rounds? Man, that's not cool.
Yeah. Oh no, Pages.
Night night.
Okay.
Unless somebody wakes him
Oh,
up.
even with disadvantage, Tina still makes it. Oh.
Yeah,
I got
Tina,
21
you're fine.
and then 23.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Okay.
rolled a 7.
oh dear.
Oh,
I
God.
mean, I'm a raccoon wizard. I'm not the most
Yeah.
hardy of
Right.
of things.
So, you are asleep, Paige, for your turn. Vatra, you're next.
Oh dear.
But let's
I have.
have these mushrooms challenge them to a trivia quiz, unless it's about spider.
All right. I am gonna go ahead and
Which is the
seeing that
capital of
Pages
North
has
Dakota.
fallen. Yeah, I'm gonna. Dasher's gonna throw his dagger at this mushroom that's in front of them.
All right. Roll to hit.
Let's see. Roll. Go.
That will miss. Um,
Okay. I will.
They're
use
not all
the-
that dexterous, but you can just you throw it, and the knife doesn't get through kind of some sort of a thick layer of natural armor. Did you have a bonus action?
Just debating on if I don't know if I should have used inspiration for that or not, though.
You still can. I mean, you can.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and use inspiration to try it again and see. 17.
That'll hit.
Nice.
Heck yeah. So that would be 3 piercing on the mushroom dude.
All right. So after the arrow from earlier and your dagger, it doesn't quite go down, but you can see that it's hurting bad.
Oh, and yeah, that'll be Vatra.
Tina, it's your turn.
All right. I will attack. with
It's
my
right
great
here,
axe.
right?
What's that?
The mushroom's in the middle of the circle, right?
Yes.
Okay. On my screen, it's not there.
Okay.
Nice.
Right there. Roll to hit. Great axe. That'll totally hit.
Oh, wait.
But with you've got disadvantage.
Yeah.
You've rolled so many
Forgetting.
23s.
No.
A 12 does hit. An 11 missed, but the 12 hits.
Sweet. 7.
Healing.
7.
All right. So describe what happens as this mushroom meets its end.
Oh, sweet. So I slice it in like a T pattern. So you know how Zoro does his Z pattern? I go straight down the middle with my great axe, and then before it like splits apart, I do the T part on the top. So T.
You're swinging a great axe, which has got a bit of weight to it. So I can almost see you come down with all your force, and then you just sort of use your momentum and spin around to do the T part.
Yes.
It's like dramatic pose.
Yeah. Such a poser. All right, so that takes us to Tuck.
All right.
Who's hiding behind a pumpkin like a true hero.
I don't have my bonus action hide yet. It's so difficult. I would like to hold my action until this guy. I don't know if I'm pinging it. It's not pinging on my computer. I've got some sort of lag going on.
Yeah, I'm not seeing the ping.
Until the one with the little pock marks
Oh yeah, like the
gets.
what is it called? Morel mushroom. Yeah, the giant
Yes,
morel.
morel. There you go. I'm from Michigan. I know what those are. Yeah, so when that gets in range of any of my people, I'm going to let a critical hit bow attack go on it.
All right. That'll work because it's his turn. So he's going to lumber forward to attack Tina. But roll your critical hit, which you don't have to roll, I guess.
The damage
So just do the damage.
Yeah. So 20.
20 damage finishes it off. Describe what happens as you just eliminate one with one shot.
Well, I know morels well because I pick them and eat them when they're in season in kind of mid-spring, right? You know, in shaded places. I don't try to pick too many because I like to have them grow back. But I know if you get them right where the bulbous part and the stem meets, they'll get them. So I just shoot right there, slice it through.
All right, yeah. So right where that meets, you just hit it in just the right spot, and it just like breaks into two. Bloop.
And I appreciate the subscription Nat 20.
All right, me too. Me too. It's awesome. So that brings us to the other one who just used its movement. It got as far as it could get. So Pages, you are asleep. No one's waking you up, I guess. Vatra, it's you.
You
Yeah,
need
that-
a rest. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
Bachelor
Time
will
out.
kind of like he'll go ahead and go over here near Pages like, wake up, my boy, and like kind of like he'll play like his drum a little bit, like in the raccoon's ear, but not too close, like trying to wake him up.
Okay.
It's like
Yeah.
It's very hard to find raccoon sleeping noises online. So if anyone knows where to find those,
yeah.
it
make
seems
your
like they're going to be very useful in this game.
Yes.
YouTube did not have any. Even the
Oh.
videos of raccoons sleeping. No,
They
no,
make noise.
That's shocking.
what kind of noise do they even make?
I have no idea because
I
I
know
know find it.
They make horrible noises when they fight. It sounds like dogs and animals being murdered. Happens in my backyard all the time.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Well, my
It's
cat
just-
snores. I have a cat that snores. I bet that's what the raccoon sounds like sleeping. It's kind of this little.
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, raccoons themselves can sound like screaming humans.
So
I
okay,
think,
well
I
you
think
wake up.
Pages sounds like
Canon. That's canon, by the way.
Yeah, it is. So Vatra wakes up Pages, and it's Tina's turn. There's one
okay.
over here.
I will move
You get
to
to-
him. And then I'll attack.
Alrighty, roll to hit.
12.
Yeah.
Disadvantage.
Roll again. Hopefully this one's. Oh, you hit.
Good.
Oh, she still got it. Yeah. 12, 16. Ooh.
10 damage.
10.
All right, you chop mightily into this mushroom, and it does not fall. It just turns angrily at you with its big buggy eyes and whatever else. It doesn't look happy though. Tuck.
Looks like this is getting old, guys. And he's gonna shoot an arrow for a bad amount of 10.
All right.
Oof.
So I feel like Tug's always behind me when he shoots an arrow, so every time he does, it like whizzes past my head.
Yeah.
Every
Right.
time.
And this time you it feels like it's just a little bit too close, because you can tell he's still kind of reminiscing how awesome that last shot was. So he didn't take the amount of time he needed to focus on this one. That's why he missed.
And then
Tina
I-
looks back and she sees the glazed over eyes. I'm like, Tug, hello.
What? What? And I we'll say my arrow sliced like 2 hairs off your like side of your hairdo.
All right. The fungus just swipes at you with its big, weird pseudopod arm and hits you with a roll of a 20 for two damage. And that brings us to Pages, who gets to take a turn.
Pages. Get him, Pages.
Wake up the one who hates mages quickly.
And I am going back into raccoon mode.
Goes in a rage.
Charge up next to this thing. Claws out again. Jump on it on all fours. And I'm going to use my inspiration to give myself advantage.
All right.
And claw this thing.
Do it. That'll hit. 21.
Ooh.
Nice.
For 6 damage.
That'll kill it. What happens?
Just like last time, I just go crazy like like a rabid raccoon.
Just like that. What's
Just
funny
like
is, in both cases, I picture like a dog tearing apart a pillow, and it's just like little tufts of stuff flying everywhere.
That's exactly what it's like. It's just claws flying everywhere, little tufts of mushroom just spraying out everywhere, like weird noises. And then afterwards, I just sort of like stand back up and go, excuse me. Apologies.
Alrighty. With that, the combat is ended once again.
All right. Vatra will retrieve his dagger and just kind of wipe it off on the ground before putting it back in like its little holder.
Very good.
And Tuck will get some arrows.
Can I do a perception or investigate check on these mushroom bodies to see, and I guess the toad body since it's there too. No, not the toad body, just the mushroom bodies to see if maybe I can link if the rot is the one that brought these mushrooms about.
So you're trying to determine if the rot is what awakened the mushrooms?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so you can roll roll investigation, I guess.
11.
Yeah, you don't know.
All right. Worth a try.
You suspect, just from thinking about it, that they are connected in some way, though.
Okay. All right.
Kind of up in this area where you and Pages are, there's a little bit of a current that really is bringing that nasty smoke smell past you
Oh,
from
okay.
up here.
You guys want to head up that way?
Yeah, let's do it.
How's everybody feeling health-wise?
I'm curious, too.
Still
I'm pretty
driving.
hurt.
Do you guys want to
yes.
take a little break by this tree?
If the others need it, that is probably best. Vatra, who's like literally like untouched.
Yeah.
I got 4 hit points.
Oh, yeah, let's go take a break, guys. I got some rations I can share.
So you're wanting to take a short rest so you can roll a hit die? Is that what you're getting at? Or are you just
So, yeah.
taking a breather?
And I'll get my second wind back, too.
Yeah, a short rest so we can roll hit dice and whatnot.
All right,
Put her
Pages, the
back
first
to the
person
park.
up to the hollow fallen tree log, roll perception.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, guys.
I'm sure it's safe over there.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, it looked like a nice place to put our backs on.
Alrighty, you hear the unmistakable low growl of a wolf just on the other side of this log.
I'm sure it was still safe over here.
So I don't know what you all know about predators,
I
but
see you doing that. Did you do that in air quotes?
no.
Predator.
Like his little raccoon hands.
Raccoons and wolves tend not to get along. Well, wolves tend to eat raccoons.
So far, Dobbers and raccoons aren't getting along.
Maybe we can befriend the wolf.
I do the shepherd, and then Pages is right. Wolves will eat anything they can get their hands on, including us. Do we hear just one wolf? They travel in packs, you know.
Yeah. You don't hear any. Only Pages does.
Okay. Pages, do you hear more than one, maybe?
I just heard the one.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe we backtrack a little and take our short rest over by the road. I don't know.
I don't know if we have that as an option at this point.
The wolf comes springing around the corner of the, well, really up onto the top of the log, and is time to get into initiative again.
Oh,
We're gonna just keep the last rolls, except there's no walking fungus. So, the wolf is first. He is going to... I don't know who he's going to attack because I don't want to choose someone. Tuck! He leaps down at you with his claws and fangs bared.
He is my 12th level rogue ability, Stack Wolf.
You're not 12th level.
I know there's no ability.
Okay. And he rolls a 4 with his bite and with his claws. What does he do? Rolls a 14. Does that hit?
That is my armor class, yes.
Oh, so sorry.
That's all right.
4 damage.
Oh, that's a lot of hurt.
oh dear.
That's a lot of hurt, guys.
Alrighty, so you are next, Tuck.
Okay, I'm gonna roll with my rapier because it is right in my face.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Ooh,
A 7 misses.
With a
The
dash.
wolf is practically on top of you, and you struggle to even get your arm around so that you can make a proper swing. The drool from its fangs dripping down onto your hand, causing it to slip. The rat that came around the corner lunges at Vatra.
Dear.
With a bite attack of 6 and an axe attack of 15. I assume the 6 misses. What about the 15?
15 does hit.
And the axe does 10 damage. It should
Oh
be.
my god.
Yeah,
Oh.
that
Yeah.
is literally all. Well, Batra had 9, so he's out.
Vatra goes down as you are
Yep.
have a wolf and a rat at either side of you. Are you voting for a TPK, Tuck? Because I feel like that's a little bit anti the group right now. I'm just kidding.
No. I think we're gonna have a hard time with this one.
Pages.
Yep.
What you got, Pages?
Pages is gonna start using his little
I don't know.
and throw out
What are you doing?
I'm clicking on it.
Magic
Magic
missile.
on the rat.
Yeah, alright, so that just hits, right?
Just hits.
Definitely
and
did not roll it.
each dart, so it should be doing it 3 times. So that was
Yeah.
1.
Alright, yeah, so it's 1d4 plus 1. So we've got a 4 damage and then 2 more. Do you want to roll those or just take 4 times 3? There you go. So
So
10
3
damage on the rat. Alright, so the magic missile hits it. And it kind of leans back, not sure what's happening with this crazy light burst that comes out of your hand, striking it. Ah, stupid raccoon! I will eat you for dinner.
Oh, gee.
Vatra.
Do I need a death saving throw?
That's right, you do.
Yep. Oh dear.
Oh boy.
Ah. Oh man.
Oh.
Did you use your inspiration last roll on whatever you did?
Yeah.
That's a fail. We have. Is there anybody out there watching who could follow and get us up to our follower goal so we can give her another inspiration?
Really, if anyone would like to subscribe, I think that would really help us out right now because we could use these nat 20s to not die.
To not die,
I think
right.
we're looking at TPK. So please subscribe, or else we're all dead.
Yeah.
We're not putting
This
any
will be
pressure
all
on you.
your fault.
It
Oh
will be your
my-
fault. It is completely your fault if you do not subscribe. Completely. You try to go to bed tonight knowing that you killed all of these characters.
I mean, look.
Tuck is making an alternate Twitch account right now.
Look at the detail in these drawings here. They're totally worth a subscription.
Oh yeah, we could all log in with our own Twitch accounts.
And save yourself.
I already followed.
Me too. Me too.
Tina, it's your turn.
I'm gonna use my healer's kit on Vatra.
That's a good call.
All right.
I'm not proficient though. So.
Yeah, you can still roll your medicine though as the skill you'd roll.
With disadvantage.
Yeah. Oh, look at that! Look at that!
Nice.
That's not bad.
So Vatra, you wake up with 1 hit point.
It's like coughing.
Yeah. Coughing up. Oops, I hit the wrong thing. You don't have an X on you. Yeah, you're like, you wake up and spit out a bunch of blood after that terrible axe strike. But it seems to clear your lungs and something or another. Tuck, it's your turn. You have a wolf hanging, just like hovering over you, drooling and snarling.
I'm going to hit it with my rapier. Hopefully.
Your whooper.
Oh!
Oh, that is a hit.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
I needed that.
Oh, what just happened? I hear noises.
What?
All right,
what?
so
Yeah.
we'll roll that nat 20. That looks like we did get another subscription, or we got to follow. We got to follow. That's great.
Oh, nice. 26 damage.
That'll kill it.
Oh my God.
So this wolf just, you come up behind this tree, you're ready to hunker down and just try to take a breather because this place has been a nightmare so far. Pages is like, dude, we have a little problem. The wolf bounds over the tree trunk and snaps at you. You rebound effectively, and what happens?
Oh, he's got my arm and he's just like clawed into my whole abdomen, and I'm just whatever, and I just take my rapier and I try to, it is complete luck at this point, and I just shove it right under its neck up into its body and hope to whatever God I hope to that this guy is not going to do any more damage.
All right, you got him. He falls limp on top of you. Roll dexterity.
Okay. Save or just a...
Yeah, roll dexterity save.
Okay.
All right. You roll out of the way as it falls, so you're not under it. It wasn't going to do any damage or anything, but it would have been comical.
Okay, yes.
The wolf is dead. The rat snarls and says, "You are going to be more trouble than I thought." And he leaps over Vatra this time, attacking Tina because she's the one who woke up Vatra.
Oh.
The bite attack is a 14. Does that hit?
No.
And the axe is a 21
Yes.
for 9 damage.
I'm down.
And Tina goes down.
Oof.
Ah.
At
Which,
least I stopped dry heaving.
yeah, I feel better. Pages, it's your
Yeah,
We finally get to sleep.
yeah, nap time.
Yeah.
as the
Nice.
smell of the rot and decay and even the fresh blood from the wolf and yourselves fills this small area around you, you notice that the rat that you're fighting has a strange sort of dark purple veining to his body, as if he's also infected. What are you gonna do, Pages?
I'm going. And
You're
I'm
going
gonna
to
miss.
claw at the rat and miss.
I rolled
With
an
an
8.
eight.
So I swipe at him and I just miss horribly.
Vatra, it's your turn.
He kind of like watches as like Tina like falls over, and even though he's like kind of like shaky, he kind of like goes, reaches like for his rapier while his hands are kind of bloody. He's like, as a goblin bard of 55 years, this is one of my best, and he's gonna try and
Best.
slice, yeah, slice at the rat, which is a
Nice.
19,
That'll hit.
and that is 10 piercing. Rat.
All right. That will finish off the rat. Describe how he goes down.
Yeah, just like Vatra, he just like his hair and like beard and everything, even though it's all covered like in red, he's just really annoyed about his vest really being like stained with any of it, and just like that they're having to deal with all this. It's like, I don't appreciate good manners at all.
All righty. So as you shake off the blood and ook from this rat that you just killed, you see your friend Tina, or new friend, acquaintance, breathing with much difficulty on the ground, potentially going to bleed out. Pages, the raccoon, is completely exasperated, not knowing what he's gotten himself into, and here Tuck, just trying to do the right thing, is also just on the verge of was on the verge of being killed at the at the claws of this giant wolf. And that's where we're gonna have to end it for today.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Awesome.
There you
Oh
go.
boy.
oh
boy.
God.
Tina live.
So much action.
We hope. No.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So yeah, we'll start next time with a death saving throw for Tina. But we're gonna
And
wrap
Tina's
up.
alt characters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, roll up another character. So why don't we go around and we'll tell everybody, who you are, who you're playing, and what your favorite moment was from today. Then we'll go into our after show, which if you want to catch that, you'll have to be a Patreon subscriber. So starting with Pages.
So I'm Jeff. I'm doing Pages, the raccoon wizard, who is, figuring out how to, live in society, being an awakened raccoon. And my favorite moment, I think, had to be when Pages didn't know what a spider was.
Yes, that was awesome.
Despite living in the forest, had never seen, or maybe just didn't pay attention to spiders, and was convinced therefore that the spider was some sort of unnatural thing like these mushrooms.
Awesome. Very good. Tina, you're next.
Yes, Tina Taryn Dobber, almost dead, basically dead right now. Her favorite moment, my favorite moment was when Pages pretty much sicked Tina on whatever we were fighting.
That first rat.
Yes.
Go get him.
Yeah. Stretch goal is guard dog for Pages.
All right. Tuck.
Paige has already said what my favorite moment was. I really loved the spider encounter. So I'm going to go with my nat 20 on the wolf because I lived. That would have killed me if that wolf took it. Its modifier was higher than the hit points I had. So
Yeah.
So I'm pretty happy that I was able to get out of that one. And I'm Mike, by the way. I play a common Dobbers rogue.
Rogue. All
And I
right.
hope to see you guys next week.
Awesome. Yeah, me too. This has been great. Vatra.
Yeah, I'm Yelly, and Vatra's just like this goblin bard that's been traveling for several years. He kind of like just plays a bongo drum, and it's more of the type of bard that like just hums a lot or like tells tales. Sometimes likes to rhyme and all of that. And I like the moment where the characters, they're slowly, like they're not there yet, but they're still like getting these close interactions, kind of like where Tuck had gotten down near Pages, and like, you know, you can't just like attack something right away. And it's like those unique character moments that kind of build the relationships. It's like the trust is like not quite there yet, but it's building up.
Yeah, very good. Awesome. Well, I think we had a real fun time today. I think I wasn't sure how head first we were going to go into this map, but it's been a real treat for me so far. I am Daryl T. Jones. I am the dungeon master, the artist, and the creator of the Dobbers. You can find me at Splattered Inc. Splattered Inc. on all social media, or splatteredinc.com is my website. If you want to find out more about the Kickstarter, go to dobbersquest.com or Splattered Inc. They both go to the same place at this point. But go check that out. Sign up to get notified. Follow us here on Twitch or on Twitter or on whatever. And if you want to talk with myself or any of the cast, just come on over to our Discord and we will be in there. There's a channel in there called Decay Fridays, and that is the Seeds of Decay. So you can come in there, you can ask questions or post comments or just heckle us. So thank you for the new follows. Thank you for the sub. Those things were super awesome. It's exciting for us to get, you know, that type of positive feedback from the audience. And I think that's where we're going to shut her down for the day. Thanks for watching, and we will be back next week. Remember, no one dies till Friday. So.
Yeah.